you got J-dubb out here with you. We're going to go over some of the traps that I use. You can see right here, we got a Sleepy Creek 1 3/4 offset jaws. It's a great little trap, little strong springs. I have a few of them. I love them traps. I got my MB 550s with cast offset jaws. See, almost all my traps are offset jaws. They all have the chain, the shock plate, a swivel there, swivel with the trap, a swivel with the quick link, and I come down to these earth anchors I make. It's just a piece of stainless little tubing. I weld a nut on top of it and weld me an S-link closed. But come over here, this is a Sleepy Creek trap that I actually caught the fox in. It's a number 2 Sleepy Creek. Normally this trap would have regular jaws like this, but I actually took that trap and put a little tack on each end of it so it would offset. I like my offset jaws. This is actually the trap that I caught the mink in, and I've caught a couple possums in it. Moving over here to my Bridger number 2s. I put all paws I trip pans on all of them. I put the paws I trip dogs on them. This is one with outside laminations only, and it's not 4-coiled yet, but it's going to be 4-coiled by the end of the day. Over here to my other Bridger, same thing. It's got the paws I trip pan, outside laminations. This one actually has the inside laminations and 4-coil. The ends are bubble tipped, and base plate's all welded. This is done up like the Canadian style, I think that's what they call it. I like it. It's got a little weld on each end inside. I did it and I'm not really happy with it, so I think I'm gonna grind that off because I don't really like how offset it is. But this trap right here is actually one of my granddaddy's traps. I just put new springs on it the other day. It's a Minnesota, I believe. You can't really read anything on it, but it's bowl tipped. It's number 2. It's a pretty good little trap. All I did was I base plated it. All my traps are base plated. Moving over here, I got my dog-proof coon traps. I haven't really done too well with them, but I've only got 6 of them, and I just set some of them out yesterday. So I hope we'll have something in here in the next couple days. This, I believe, is my 110 conibear. I cannot remember the numbers on it. I think it's 110. It's the 4.5-inch jaws. I'm sure someone can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But it is the dual springs, and I use these a lot for mink or something small like that. Muskrat. I haven't set any of these out this year. I'm waiting till bear season rolls down on when anybody's dog gets snapped. This is one of my favorite traps of all time. This is the one. I thought it was a coyote, but I'm going to go ahead and say I believe it was that fox that I caught. This is a Sleepy Creek number 3 trap. Same thing. Shock springs, 3 swivels, quick link, base plate. Everything's the same. Some more traps. I have a pile of them. These little Bridger 1 3/4 traps. Once again, another great trap. Come with this little, kind of like the paws I trip. That one's set a little stiff and needs to be adjusted, but comes base plated already. Comes with a number 2 chain that some people like, some people don't. I haven't had any issues with them. But most of my traps I change out to this American Link number 3. This is still the number 2 foreign chain. It has a shock spring. Comes down to my quick link. Another one of my little traps is actually this Bridger. I remember right, this is the number 11 trap. I use this for mink and stuff like that, but it's a pretty decent little trap. I like it. I base plated it. It doesn't have the shock spring on it, but it's got 2 swivels. It comes down to my homemade links, or my homemade earth anchor. Hope y'all like it, and see, this is all my stuff. I've got a lot more traps at the house, but these are just some of the ones I pulled out of the ground today. I've still got a lot more to go get. See, I've got a pile of them back there, and got some stuff. Some cables that I make tie on like the trees or something. Can't get an anchor in the ground. Some more earth anchors I've made that's on a cable. I don't really like them as much, but I'm more fond of the chain because it can't get it in the ground all the way like I think this one is. Yeah, you can see it goes, puts it in the ground, can't get it any longer. At least then you can hook off to that and use that as a tail to pull with. So it works out pretty well. But I appreciate y'all watching.
He's got the red, white,